Hey guys, it's Anthien, although I'm probably going to say Anthien more because no one knows how to pronounce me as Anthien. Oh well, this is going to be a third subcategory of the Warbands video I make. It's basically going to be me talking about general stuff and my opinions on certain things, and maybe clarify some other stuff later on. And so the first thing I wanted to talk about is why do I make Warbands video? Well, this pretty much goes back to like the first Warbands video I made. It was just like a massive war. I was just never exposed to something like that before. I thought it was really crazy, but so just because I thought it might not happen again, I decided to record it just to show like, wow, the wilderness was like this crazy at one point. But then it started happening more often, and I was thinking, hey, why don't I just start a series out of it? And that's pretty much how it came to be. And to clarify some stuff, my channel is not a Warbands channel. I do make a lot of Warbands video, but I'm still a skiller in the end. So I'll just make other videos every now and then. The reason I had made a lot of Warbands video is pretty much it's convenient. I do Warbands whether I'm recording it or not, so I don't really have to get out of my way to like record these. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is how do I choose my footage and like how often do I record? Well, how it goes is that I would record like several waves in a row, and then I would just go like a period where I just don't record anything at all. And a lot of times I'm just recording for reference, so after I record it I just delete it right away. And when I feel like making a video, I just look at the footage I still have, and just slap on and just make a video, and there you go. And how I choose the footage, it's completely random. It's not really based on like whether we're like winning a lot or just losing a lot either. It's just what I just find entertaining footage, and I like to make it a variety just to make sure you're not seeing the same thing over and over again. But it gets kind of hard when there's just so many videos. You'll just eventually see the same thing over and over again. So I hope it doesn't get that way. I'll make them less frequently if that's the case. But yeah, I try not to be biased with the videos I make. One video would just be us like owning an FC, and the other video would just be us getting owned. It doesn't really matter. I like to really the whole point of the Warbands video is to show a group of friends having fun PKing. That's basically it. It's not to show off anything. And if people happen to die in the videos, I'm not trying to make fun of anyone or anything. Anything I really say is just mostly sarcasm, and I'm not really serious about anything I say. It's just like, YOLO, have fun, and yeah, it's going to continue that way, because that's really how I enjoy Warbands. I don't like how people have a lot of pride factor into it, because it's very, I don't know, it just makes me uneasy. I don't want to do something that I'm just going to get mad or stressed out all the time. I just don't like the drama aspect of it. Doesn't mean I'll just ignore it. I'll confront anything that needs confronting. So yeah, what else? So certain other things that I should probably answer is like, what do I think about like 1v1 fights? Well, for the majority part, I try to avoid 1v1's fight because it kind of ruins the point of group and massive warbands video, because you're supposed to work in a group. Because I like multiplayer PKing, because it could be really unpredictable, and you have to watch everything that happens. And when you're doing like 1v1 fights, it just feels like you're kind of setting yourself up to like, hey, we're gonna fight and one of us is gonna die. It just makes me feel uneasy when there's like a lot of pride factor into it. So that's why I try to avoid it. Doesn't mean I'll never do them. It's just like, if people are respectful with it, then I might give it a shot more. But other than that, group PKing is just more fun to me. Just working with all your friends and just having a blast, basically. Plus, I'm not really good at 1v1s. I'm not going to hide it. I never claimed myself to be a good PKer either. I'm pretty much just a yellow PKer, so I'm not really anything significant if you manage to kill me. Other I always show my deaths on like the waves I use footage for besides the bloopers, because I know that other people who are considered my enemies in the wilderness um, watch these warbands video too, so that's why I try not to be biased with them. I give like a variety just so everyone can enjoy whatever happens, and it's really unpredictable because realistically no FC is going to be like always dominating the others. Bound to one FC that takes out the other. At some point the other FC has taken down the other. Okay, I'm not really making sense, but like basically you win some, you lose some, and that's just how it goes. And it doesn't really matter how much someone dies. Like when they die, I just say GG, and my intent for it is like, hey, good game, guys. Good luck next time, or something like that. But yeah, I think everyone should PK in that kind of attitude, but you really can't control everyone. I know that like people in my FC do trash talking. I try to avoid it myself, but I can't control what they say either. But yeah, I don't really like that. Like my view on it is like, hey, once we're not in the wildy anymore, why can't we just all be friends? Cause if people are just like giving shit about certain things, I don't see people as like exercising their rights as being a better PKer. I just see them as being an ass for like no good reason. But all in all, I try to respect all my enemies, and I don't like holding grudges against anyone. And if there's something that I said in a previous video that seems offensive, then I'm sorry, but it's not really my intention. The commentary shouldn't be taken seriously, and most of it is just typical PK bantering, which is to be expected in like PvP situation talks or whatever. I'm just your reckless PKer, as you can see here. I'm always running face first into F5s and just dying. But lately I've actually been getting piled a lot. I'm usually the first to get piled too. It's probably because I make these videos. People are like, hey, it's Anthien, let's just pile him and hopefully he uses it in a video. I'm like, hey guys, I'm wearing accuracies. This shit can't tank at all. It's less tankable than Royal is. But the reason I wear it is because I'm always hybriding. And I know people want to be in the videos. They would ask me if I'm recording. I would give them like my answer whether I'm recording or not at that very moment. But just because I'm recording doesn't mean I'll use it in the video. So yeah, that's just to let you guys know. I'm not making these videos to be famous or anything. It's just fun to look back on. I mean, I don't really PK outside of Warbands, and I try not to jump around too much with the footage because I want to show Warbands from a realistic setting, because everyone's gonna make mistakes and everything that happens in the video is just completely coincidental. Like there's a lot of good footage I could have recorded but I didn't, and like everything that happens here isn't really like the main stuff. There's a lot of good stuff that happens off screen too, and sometimes I'm too laggy to record. A lot of times I go to Warbands even though I really shouldn't, because the lag is really that bad. It literally won't even let me record, but I choose to anyways. I mean, people dying, there's so many factors to it. It's not just because you're bad or anything. There's so many things that can go wrong, and that's why I can totally understand stuff like that. I also miss a lot of good footage because the video file would get corrupted, or I would just have rendering issues and I can't even use it at all. So gotta put that into consideration. Like I could always make videos where I'm just like killing everyone, but that's just not really how it goes. If people want to see like video where it's just total ownage, then they can make their own videos, I guess. But this is gonna be my style of making Warbands videos. And if there's any like suggestions you want me to, or any like things you would recommend me to do, feel free to comment. A lot of my friends watch the videos, but like most everyone's too shy to comment. I really don't mind. I mean, I like reading the comments as long as people are respectful about it. And if you have any suggestions, please say so, and I'll take it to consideration. Doesn't mean I'll do them, but I'll just acknowledge it, because I don't want like every video to be the same. But if they ever do get boring, feel free to stop watching them. I know I'm no great PKer, but for those who do watch it, I just want people just to have a good time and just enjoy what they see. And thanks for everyone who's been watching these videos, whether they are an ally or an enemy. I really appreciate it. Feel free to talk to me, but if I'm in the wilderness, sometimes I don't really pay attention to the chat box, and I'm probably just running around from a huge ass pile. Alright guys, the moment of truth. How often does Anthien kill, and how often does he die during Warbands? This was recorded after my latest death, so it's pretty recent. 867 kills and 103 deaths, so my kill death ratio is like 8.5 to 1. Yeah, I know I die a lot, but I've been dying a lot recently just because I'm getting purposely targeted, etc. Don't think I don't notice it, but half the times I could probably avoid my death if I didn't spend too much time being reckless and yellowing. But it's just so fun. What's the point in PKing if you're not taking risk? And I'm not a full-on anti because I still want loot, so I usually don't have enough food to last that long, and I can't fully focus on killing people during those waves. But yeah, I know people have killed a lot more than I have, but that's just how it is. Here's a pretty accurate distribution of my devs. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My most valuable kill should be like 40 something million, but during that time the helm was glitched, or at least 3 million because I PK'd Gano several times. Oh well, thanks for watching guys.